You're experiencing
pure energy, pure energy, pure energy.
pure energy.
Energy.
On the pulse.
90.7 and 92.7 The Pulse. Like I said, 9:30, we have our interview with DJ Phillip Thomas. Do you go by Phillip or Phil?
I'm good with whatever works.
Alright, so Phil is easier, so I'll just call you Phil.
That works.
So Phil, let's start out with some just simple, nice, easy questions. Why did you become a DJ?
I've always been surrounded by music. A lot of my friends, growing up would come up to me, hey, I burn CDs. Hey man, can I get that CD? That's sick, that's a good track. And, I've always been really passionate about music, making music, and everything just kind of came together as time went on.
Nice. So, how did you get your name out there? Is that how you did it, with just CDs, or?
My name out there, social media is everything these days,
Really?
And it makes life so much easier. Like, I was talking to my friend the other day, and how my song was on the internet, and, Hook and Sling, for example, heard it, and back in the day, I'd have to go find them, hand them a
Yeah.
CD, and hope they listen to it. So, it's all about social media these days.
Wow, that's awesome. So you're more local than international, right?
I'm more local than international, yeah. I do an international show about once a year.
Nice. Where do you go?
London.
Wow, that's a ways from
It's
Arizona.
It's a big culture shock. The first time I went over there, I played on Passion FM. Shout out to Seb on Passion FM UK, if you're listening. It's really cool to see how they're reacting to music differently than we are here. So, it's pretty cool.
Wow, so is it a lot different than it is here? Completely different?
Day
or?
and night, yeah.
Really?
I'd play some of the stuff I play here, and people would look at me like it was in Chinese.
That's crazy. Okay, so we'll play one of your first songs we got. It's called Come On. It's an original summer mix.
Yes, summer mix. Nice and summery for your pool parties.
Nice. And you actually made this all alone, right?
Yes.
This is just you?
Yes.
Wow, unreal. All right, so this is Come On by DJ Phillip Thomas. 90.7 and 92.7 The Pulse. Like I said again, we have DJ Phillip Thomas in studio right now, live. All right, Phil, I have one more questions before I ask more questions.
Sounds good.
So, question is, who inspires you? Who do you really want to be like, I guess?
As an artist, you don't really want to be like anyone,
Mhm.
but ever since I started listening to electronic music, I've listened to Armin van Buuren. He's a great business person. He's a lawyer. He's definitely a good person to look up to. So if I had to choose, I'd say him.
Wow, most people actually are like, oh, I look up to Avicii or blah blah blah, and that's actually cool. You have a different outlook on people. Okay, so where did you start? I thought you started here, but I guess I was wrong. So
I started DJing in my bedroom in Salt Lake City. It was a pretty jumping place. No. I started doing little parties in Salt Lake, little house parties, and I actually owe my career to a guy that didn't show up to a gig.
Really?
Yeah, my buddy Marcus, if you're listening, what's up? He opened his mouth and was like, hey, Phil DJs. And I was like, no, I don't. Because it used to not be cool to be a DJ.
Really?
It was actually really nerdy to do, collect records.
now it's like, you're cool to DJ.
Oh, you're a DJ, hey. I'm
like, that's awesome. Like, we got a party.
So, yeah, thanks to the guy that didn't show up, I guess.
That's cool. So you just basically got your start on accident, I guess?
I guess you could say that, yeah.
That's awesome. I wish I had my start on accident, but I didn't. It was like, I want to do this.
Hey, at least you have a goal.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so let's see. Another question, blah, 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 blah. Any instruments? I know that was a big question some of our listeners were asking.
Actually, I play the piano enough to get by. I have a good ear for sound, so I'm good with keys, and thanks to DJing for that, I kind of learn the keys of songs. You have to, or else your mixes sound horrible.
No, that's true. I have no musical bone in my body. It sounds good in my head, and then I put it out there, and it's like,
it's in there. You just gotta dig for it. You gotta dig for it.
Okay, so you have upcoming tracks, obviously.
Yeah, upcoming tracks.
Hint about it a little?
I actually have a little preview for you guys. We'll be playing that a little bit later. It's a track called Turn Up. So,
sick. We're gonna end on that, or
we should.
end on
That's
that.
up to you.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we'll be back after Hook and Sling, and this is a remix, right? This isn't.
Yes, this is a remix called Magnet, Hook and Sling.
And you said that they actually heard it?
Yeah, I actually tagged them on Facebook, and they listened to it, and ever since they reposted it, and ever since then my phone's been going nuts with likes.
That's
which is
awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's cool. So catching a little break here, obviously with the radio and with social media anyway.
Yeah.
So this is Hook and Sling Magnet by Phillip Thomas. It's a remix. So if you want it, the link is in our Twitter at Teen Pulse Radio, and the link's in there.
Snag it, it's free.
All right. 90.7 and 92.7 The Pulse. We're here with DJ Phillip Thomas.
Hello, hello.
Phil, I have a question.
Shoot.
Okay, so we all obviously have a future in what we want to do. I'm only 17 years old and I'm on the radio. I want to have a future in the radio industry.
I think your chances are pretty good.
Yeah, the video kids that are in here, they want to be within the video industry when they get older. Sean's on the radio with us. Sean, say hi.
Hello.
Sean wants to be on the radio as well. David, you're on air.
Yes. Yes.
What do you want to do when you get older? The tides have turned.
Yeah.
We're no longer asking.
David, we're interviewing.
Yeah, we're interviewing you
Oh,
now,
okay.
David.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, exactly what I want to do is exactly what DJ Phillip Thomas here is doing. So
That's
sew
awesome.
this stuff together and stuff, and so this is an opportunity to be able to come here and on this station and learn. So
That's great.
so-
Okay, so Phil, back to you. What do you want to do with your future in mixing? Because obviously you're pretty high up there already. So, I mean, there's obviously more room to grow, but what do you
Yeah,
want to do?
there's always room to grow. I more want to focus on growing as an artist in my production, learning new techniques, and finding new ways to, do what I'm doing now, but to do it differently and better more efficient, I guess you should say.
Nice. So, big shows. Do you do a lot of live stuff?
Yeah, live stuff is every week. I mean,
Wow.
You go around, you do shows every week. I got a big one this Friday at International.
Nice.
So if you're around, feel free to stop by.
Absolutely.
Nice. So you already said you played the piano. Did you just learn it from mixing, or?
I just learned it by YouTube and practicing on my own, just trial and error.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's
That's cool. I have a question. What did your parents say about it?
My parents have always been very supportive of me
Really?
musically. It got to a point, in high school where it's like, hey, what are you going to do for a job? What are you going to do for school? And luckily, I've been lucky to be where I'm at now.
That's cool. Yeah, no, my parents, they're very supportive of the whole radio thing that I do, and they like it. And hopefully, I can grow onto it. Strive to be like you, to get bigger and better, do bigger and better things. So now, question about your track right now. It's called "Let's Go, Let's Go," right?
Yeah.
How long did that take you to make?
About a week. About a week. About a week. To
About a
make.
week.
Mastering takes the majority of the time.
Really?
Arrangement. It depends on what you want to put into it. I know people that can bang out a track in an hour and master it and do all that stuff, but I kind of like to get the vibe of the track.
Yeah.
And
Do you ever get sick of your own music?
all the time?
Like, I can only imagine.
By
how
the
you
time I'm
listen
done
to
with it, I don't want to hear it.
You're like, does this sound good? And then it's like, I think it sounds horrible. I don't want to listen to it. Okay, so Let's Go is actually in rotation on the radio station. So this is one of my personal favorites out of the ones I've heard so far. I haven't heard
Nice.
your new, what is it, Turn Up, right?
Turn Up, yeah.
Haven't
it's a
heard
sneak
that one
peek.
yet.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's heard it yet.
Oh, exciting. Okay, so we got Let's Go by DJ Phillip Thomas, all made by himself. No featuring anybody. That's awesome. All right, so Let's Go by Phillip Thomas on The Pulse.
Let's go.
90.7 and 92.7 The Pulse. We have DJ Phillip Thomas live in studio. That was Let's Go, personally made by him, yes. We just got a question from Twitter. Now, this is going to sound very weird, but I'm going to ask. You ready? You prepared?
This could be bad.
This could be bad, no. So, the Twitter question is, do you have any tattoos?
I have 7.
7.
7 tattoos, yeah.
Wow. And I can't see any on your arms, so... Oh, I see one on your
You can
wrist.
see one.
Do you have
That's
any
it.
specific reasons you got the tattoos, or are they just kind of...
Well, the first tattoo I got, I was like 15 or 16, so not a good decision. Just wait till you're older, trust me. They all represent something. The one on my wrist, for example, represents me being able to travel and accomplish my goals.
Nice.
So a lot of sailors would have it's a sparrow. So a lot of sailors would have this because it's the only bird that you see out in the middle of nowhere.
Wow, that's cool.
So
So they all have a reason
symbolizes
behind
travel. Yeah, they all have a reason.
That's awesome. I wish, you see, that's what I want to do when I get older. Well, for tattoos anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I was 14, I wanted to get a tattoo that said BMX across my arm.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah,
I'm
I know,
sure you're
because
glad you did, too.
I don't ride bikes anymore at all, so. Anyway, oh, we just got another one. Do you play any sports?
I play hockey, believe it or not.
Oh, you're like me, hockey players.
So it's good exercise, man. It's
Nice.
good to get out there. If you stay in the studio too long, you'll just go crazy.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I'm that way with you. I'm here like 6 days a week, so.
Golf is good too. Golf is
golf?
nice to get out. Yeah.
I'm so bad at golf.
I'm not
so
good
bad
at
at
it
golf.
by any means.
Okay, so who's your favorite team? Like the Coyotes or
Coyotes.
The Coyotes,
I live
really.
in Phoenix, Coyotes.
Nice, nice. Maybe you could DJ there ever? Do you think?
Oh, that would be awesome, man.
That'd be
I
cool.
mean,
Because they have
watch
a
the
really
game.
cool
They have a good
sound system there. Yeah, it's like
it's good.
ridiculous.
I actually got to play on jobbing.com's ice.
Really?
Yeah, we did a pickup game, and it was at jobbing.com, and I got to hear the horn when I scored. And
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Did it echo pretty well?
Actually, my dad pushed the horn button. So when I scored, my dad was there watching, and they let him push the button.
That's
And,
awesome.
Yeah, but the sound system there is awesome.
That's so cool. Yeah, Katy Perry's going there, right?
I love Katy Perry.
Honestly, she's really, really, really pretty.
Yeah,
She's gorgeous.
Russell Brand really dropped it.
Yeah, your loss, my game.
I don't even know how he landed that in the first place.
Yeah, no idea. Yeah, so maybe upcoming shows or
Upcoming shows, besides the one on Friday, my residency is at the W Hotel.
That's
We
awesome.
do huge pool parties, and Saturday nights are always busy. Actually, the Coyotes come through every once in a while.
Really?
Yeah,
So
I mean, if you want to go celebrity sighting, that's a good place.
that's cool.
You didn't hear that from me, though.
That's awesome.
No evidence that I said that.
No evidence. All right, we'll delete that. Eric. Okay, so your new song, Turn Up, yes. How long did that one take you?
I actually did this one last night.
Wow,
Yeah,
so this
I
is like
finished probably
fresh.
at 2 a.m. No one has heard this. Like, I wasn't kidding. Like, this is a premiere, 92.7 premiere.
That's awesome.
So,
Cool. Well, you heard it first on 92.7. Remember that. Just remember, you heard it first.
remember, you turn up on 92.7 the Pulse.
All right, so that concludes our interview with DJ Phillip Thomas. Thanks for coming out, man. It was great.
It was awesome,
It was
man.
great
I had
to
a
see
good
you.
time. It's fun to see how this stuff works in America. You
Yeah.
guys have a little bit nicer of a studio. Just saying.
Yeah. Cough, cough. Yeah,
Cough.
great.
So,
All right, so you heard it first on 90.7 and 92.7 The Pulse. This is Turn Up by Phillip Thomas.